Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Jane's Fighters Anthology as we continue to go through the reference material. Today we will be doing the F-15E Eagle, titled McDonnell Douglas F-15E Eagle. Excuse me. Type 2C dual-role attack air superiority fighter. Program demonstration of industry-funded Strike Eagle prototype 71-0291 modified from F-15B, including accurate blind weapons delivery, completed at Edwards Air Force Base and Eglin Air Force Base during 1982. Product improvements tested in Strike Eagle, an F-15C and an F-15D between November 1982 and April 1983, including first takeoff at 34,019 kilograms or 75,000 pounds, 3,175 kilograms or 7,000 pounds more than the F-15C with conformal tanks. New weight included conformal tanks, 3 other external tanks, and 8 500-pound Mark 82 bombs. 16 different stores configurations tested, including 2,000-pound Mark 84 bombs and BDU-38 and CBU-58 weapons, delivered visually and by radar. Full program go-ahead announced 24th of February 1984. First flight of first production F-15E, tail number 86-0183, 11 December of 1986. First delivery to Luke Air Force Base, Arizona, 12th of April 1988. First delivery 29th of December 1988 to the 4th Wing at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, North Carolina. Design features: NACA 64A aerofoil section with conical camber on leading edge. Sweep back 38 degrees 42 minutes at quarter chord. Thickness chord ratio 6.6% at root, 3% at tip, and hedra 1 degree, incidence 0 degrees. Twin fins positioned to receive vortex flow off wing and maintain directional stability at high angles of attack. Straight 2-dimensional external compression engine air inlet each side of fuselage. Air inlet controllers by Hamilton Standard. Air inlet actuators by National Water Lift System capable of automatic coupled terrain following. And actually, I just want to interrupt here to make a point that the air inlet controllers by Hamilton Standard. Hamilton Standard is a company that I think they still do make propeller blades and propellers. And I was always wondering, obviously they're back in World War II, business would have been booming for them, but not so much nowadays. So I was always wondering, if they shifted their business model, and I guess this provides an answer to that. So they have invested in providing at least some stuff for jet engines. Landing gear: hydraulically retractable tricycle type with single wheel on each unit. All units retract forward. Power plant: initially 2 Pratt & Whitney F100 PW220 turbofans, each rated for takeoff at 104.3 kilonewtons or 23,450 pounds force. Installed with afterburning. Later aircraft have option of Pratt & Whitney F100 PW229s or General Electric F110 GE129s. USAF aircraft 135 onwards, built from August of 1991, have 129.4 kilonewton or 29,100 pounds force Pratt & Whitney F100 PW229s, which also ordered for Saudi F-15S. Internal fuel in foam-filled structure wing tanks and 6 Goodyear fuselage tanks. Total capacity 7,643 liters or 2,019 US gallons or 1,681 Imperial gallons. Accommodation: 2 crew, pilot and weapon system officer in tandem on McDonnell Douglas ACES 200 ejection seats. Single-piece upward hinge bird-resistant canopy. Avionics: as F-15C and D, except triple redundant Lear-Astronics digital flight control system with automatic terrain following standard. Hughes Aircraft AN APG-70, I think that's supposed to be an L-band? I-band or L-band, pulse Doppler radar, probably I-band. I-band pulse Doppler radar provides full F-15C air-to-air capability, plus high-resolution synthetic aperture radar for air-to-ground. Terrain following capability provided by Martin Marietta AN-AAQ-13 Lantern navigation pod, and FLIR imagery displayed on Kaiser ID-2394/A Wide Field of View HUD. Moving map displayed by Bendix King, RP-341/A Remote Map Reader, IBM CP-1075C Very High Speed Integrated Circuit Central Computer introduced in 1992, replacing the CP-1075. Armament: 20mm M61A1 6-barrel gun in starboard wing root with 512 rounds. General Electric lead computing gyro, provision on underwing, 1 per wing, and centerline pylons for air-to-air and air-to-ground weapons and external fuel tanks. Wing pylons use standard rail and launchers for AIM-9 Sidewinder and AIM-120 AMRAAM air-to-air missiles. AIM-7 Sparrow and AIM-120 AMRAAM can be carried on ejection launchers on the fuselage or on tangential stores carriers on the conformal fuel tanks. Ito BRU-46/A and BRU-47/A adapters throughout, plus 2 LAU-106A/As each side of lower fuselage. F-15E can carry a wide variety and quantity of guided and unguided air-to-ground weapons. Dimensions: external wingspan 13.05 meters or 42 feet 9 3/4 inches. Wing aspect ratio 3.01. Length overall 19.43 meters or 63 feet 9 inches. Height overall 5.63 meters or 18 feet and 5 1/2 inches. Areas: wing gross 56.5 meters squared or 608 square feet. Weights and loadings: F-100 PW220 engines, operating weight empty, no fuel, ammunition, pylons, or external stores, 14,515 kilograms or 32,000 pounds. Max weapons load: 11,113 kilograms or 24,500 pounds. Max takeoff weight: 36,741 kilograms or 81,000 pounds. Performance: max level speed at height, Mach 2.5. Max combat radius: 685 nautical miles or 1,270 kilometers or 790 miles. Max range: 2,400 nautical miles or 4,445 kilometers or 2,762 miles. Length: 19.43 meters. Height: 5.63 meters. Wingspan: 13.05 meters. Max takeoff weight: 36,741 kilograms. Max wing loading: 650.5 kilograms per meter squared. Max level speed: 1,434 knots. Max range: 2,400 nautical miles. And here we can see the 3D view, which is much the same as the previous Eagle. It's basically just, a reskin, although they do include the conformal fuel tanks here, whereas if you look on the F-15C, they do not have the conformal fuel tanks on the sides of the intake. So, and that's honestly, that's one of 2 ways to tell them apart. Although the F-15C is capable of using conformal tanks, it's very rare, and I think it was really only used back when they were stationed in Iceland during Cold War times. But generally the easiest way is to just look at the skin color, because the F-15E is darker than the F-15C. Like, even today, the F-15C is still this kind of gold gray, whereas the F-15E is almost black, really. Which makes me wonder if they incorporated some sort of radar absorbent material into the paint job, or if it's just dark because they felt like it. But so yeah, other than the addition of the conformal fuel tanks, pretty much a reskin. And unfortunately, as a non-player aircraft, at least in earlier versions of the game, we don't have any additional videos or details for it. So that's pretty much going to conclude today. Next time we'll be on to the last of the F-15s, the F-15J, that are in this game. So stay tuned for that, but until then, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.